Accepting the present requires no effort, but to force a new reality into existence exacts a brutal toll. It demands a person trade their own psychological and financial stability to pull a distant future into the here and now. Elon Musk is defined by that trade. He wagers his personal stability and massive fortune to prove that concepts once dismissed as impossible can be engineered into physical products. Long before the rockets and electric vehicles, he was an isolated 12-year-old growing up in South Africa. While his physical environment felt stagnant, he spent his time constructing complex systems inside his head. That mental architecture yielded a tangible result. He coded a space-themed video game and sold the rights for $500. He didn't do it for childhood validation. He did it because he recognized how to extract value from digital code. By age 17, he understood his ambitions could never scale in his hometown. He abandoned his family and comfort to move to North America, a landscape where his appetite for risk could be matched by the capital available to realize it. He proved early on that he could take a completely abstract idea, code it, and turn it into a profitable product. That was the baseline skill he would soon use to sell the world on ideas far larger than a video game. As the early internet began to take shape, most investors saw a novelty. Musk saw the underlying trajectory of digital infrastructure. He built his first software company, sold it, and immediately rolled the funds into what would become PayPal. When eBay purchased PayPal, he walked away with over $160 million. He now held vast reserves of liquid capital. He had the leverage required to dictate his own terms and fund massive operations without needing permission from external boards. For most entrepreneurs, 9 figures is the finish line. Musk treated that money as seed capital for his actual agenda. Instead of coasting into safe software investments, he pivoted. He targeted 2 of the most deeply entrenched, capital-heavy industries on Earth: automotive and aerospace. At the time, legacy automakers insisted that electric cars were too expensive and slow to scale. The aerospace industry maintained that private spaceflight was a delusion. This tracks his personal fortune. He founded SpaceX and Tesla simultaneously, splitting his wealth to fund massive physical infrastructure. Then the 2008 crash hit. Capital dried up exactly when both factories needed cash to survive, and the charts bottomed out. The financial drain was matched by physical failures. His first 3 orbital rockets shattered in midair, raining millions of dollars back to Earth. Concurrently, the car factory was bleeding cash. They were missing delivery targets, burning through reserves, and staring down imminent bankruptcy. Traditional business metrics declared both companies dead. This period was the ultimate test of his core thesis: whether pure capital and sheer will can override market indicators predicting absolute failure. He hit mathematical rock bottom. His accountants presented a binary choice: split his remaining personal funds and watch both companies slowly starve, or pick one dream to survive and kill the other. He refused the logic. He took the last of his money, borrowed against his personal assets to cover rent, and poured the final drops of capital into both ventures. The gamble paid off on his 4th and final attempt. A SpaceX rocket finally held together and broke orbit. That mechanical success proved his engineering teams could deliver. It reversed public perception and secured a $1 billion NASA contract, keeping the company alive. Automotive followed suit. Tesla shipped the Roadster, a high-acceleration performance machine that forced the industry to take electric propulsion seriously for the first time. He then expanded his energy ambitions. He funded a massive physical footprint of solar installations and battery storage, demonstrating that clean infrastructure could scale globally. By surviving 2008 and achieving these consecutive victories, he changed the established limits of what private engineering was thought capable of achieving. These actions established a new baseline for human innovation. Because of those massive gambles, the current technological roadmap now includes regular private orbital launches and a global shift toward electric infrastructure. From the 12-year-old coder to the billionaire, Musk's career has been a single continuous pitch: that with enough capital and a high enough threshold for pain, the future can be forced into the present. Whether you agree with his methods or his persona, his influence is now visible in the cars on our roads and the hardware currently orbiting overhead.